right, guys, how's the tour?
Terrible.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Thank you for coming today, guys.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I got a few rules and regulations, so pay attention here, folks. I'm going to show you our life jackets are located above your heads, above those green beams. Your child ones are here. Adult ones all the way throughout. If you guys have to use it today, you're going to pull it out, put your arms to the sides, clip it in front of you, and just strap it on both straps there. You're going to be afloat down the Wisconsin River or Lake Delta, just to get bobber when you go fishing. You've never had to use them in 80 years of operation. Let's not be the first year today. I'm not planning on it. The other things, guys, I'm going to also ask you, can you guys show me the emergency exits on Border Duck today? Emergency exits, where are they at? That's right, windows, back. Also, if you didn't notice up here, these red canopies, they do come down if you pull down on them. They're Velcro, pretty easy. Now, guys, I'm asking you also, no smoking on Border Duck today. Please remain seated for the duration of the trip. Unless one of you guys wants to sit in that open seat in the back, you guys are welcome. Someone's allowed to sit in there. But please remain seated. Keep all your body parts on the insides of the duck out here. Don't want you guys losing anything out here, any body parts out there, any limbs. We are going to be coming within a few inches of some sandstone in one portion of today's tour. Don't want your arm getting ledged out there and ripped off. Once we go in the water, though, feel free to let it all hang loose out the windows. Remember, it's a family-friendly tour. Also, I'm going to ask you guys, well, do we have any first-time duck riders today? I see a show of hands. Who's first time? Okay, back here. We got a couple of you guys spread out. Guess what? Me too. That's how it goes. First point of interest up the either side of the duck here, these Ann Clark granite statues. Now these Ann Clark granite statues, they once decorated the World Trade Border building over down in Chicago. The World Trade Border building was redecorated in 1932 by a stick of dynamite. These are brought here on this holiday trial to decorate the lawns of her home, Dawn Manor. I got a few fun facts for you guys about this big green plaque machine we're riding on today, Sherry. Let's go back to 1942 in Pontiac, Michigan. These ducks were built between the years of 42 and 45 in Pontiac, Michigan, built by General Motors. They're manufactured by General Motors for the main purpose of use of World War II to carry troops and supplies on shore. Safety regulation for summer of 2025. I'm going to ask you guys, if you're going to fall out, please grab that person sitting directly next to you and take them with you. It's because I'm only required to stop board 2 or more passengers at a time on tour. Please keep that in mind, guys.
left-hand side. It's kind of hard to point out it's hiding now. It's really cute as baby. And red and white. It's a cute little baby stop sign. Aww. It's a cute little guy. Little baby stop sign. Look at that. The little ones really grow up so fast, don't they, you guys? Believe it. Get up here, please pay attention to the big gainer sign up there inside the duck. Approaching one of the most dangerous portions of today's tour. Road at the S-turn. Due to the S-turn, so required to come fully complete stop here. Required by the Department of Transportation of Wisconsin and their bus management. I'm going to ask you guys to please, when I stop, reach underneath your seats. Get those red safety seat belts. Fasten them over your laps for me, please. Sometimes they're a little hard to find. Hey guys, please let me know if you find them out there. We've been looking really hard for about 80 years for those seatbelts. We haven't found them yet. If you guys did not get the joke, by the way, there is no seatbelts. Descended into the beautiful Fern Dell. Running over 20 different species of fern. Also slightly cooler temperature-wise than the rest of the Dells. There are two main reasons. First reason being the lush canopy of trees up ahead here blocks the majority of the sunlight down here through Fern Dell. Second reason being are these sandstone cliffs coming up here off either side. These sandstone cliffs, they lock in so much moisture and they're so porous that it gives the ability for Fern Dell here to get up about 5 to 9 degrees cooler than the rest of the Dells. About 5 to 9 degrees cooler, making us the coolest people in town. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, start to prepare as we are about to. I'll leave all they're waiting for. Prepare as we are about to stop and look for traffic. Before we enter into the beautiful Wisconsin River, I'm going to ask you guys with your left hand to please raise that seat in front of you as you see what some of you are already doing with your right hand. Bring it up here, take one deep breath, and plug your nose. Cannonball! Just like that, we are becoming a boat afloat the Wisconsin River. I'm disengaging our wheels here, activating the prop. Alright, now I'm boat afloat the Wisconsin River. So you got the viewpoint back above this river. You can just enjoy the beauty of it. The Wisconsin River is known to be one of the most hard-working rivers in the U.S. and there are up to 27 different hydroelectric dams. Just in short span, about 240 miles of river runs through the state of Wisconsin and empties out into the Prairie du Chien and to the legendary Mississippi River. Their first rock formation of phase 2 are about 100 feet ahead. That mushroom looker shaped rock pointing out towards the water, known as Pumice Rock. Pumice Rock, the incredible tale goes comes on from the early 1800s to mid 1800s. A traveling preacher was known to walk on the Pumice Rock, preach his sermons. He dedicated his life to preaching sermons. He went down to a town called Kilbourne City. Kilbourne City is now known as Wisconsin Dells. Went down to Kilbourne, got a baby grand piano custom made for him, and he could fit on top of Pumice Rock up here so he played piano, preach his sermons. He did that, he fit on top of the rock, but he plays piano, preach his sermons. People gather around land, water, boats, and land below. But a massive storm had rolled in here. A massive storm struck and bolt of lightning directly into the middle of Pumice Rock, splitting top off the left-hand side. That baby grand piano tumbled off the right-hand side, where it still remains to this day. The lights of the piano resting on the rock, the keys facing up towards the heavens where it is now. I don't know about you guys, but that's something to get some music out of that baby grand piano. Maybe some hard rock, a little bit of something by the Rolling Stones, maybe. The fish in this river are going to get pretty big and strong. There's a strong currency happening here. Specifically the sturgeon is only up to 7 feet long here, and up to 200 pounds. That's just how big and probably the biggest ever been caught. But around other parts of the world, the fish is obviously about 6 pounds bigger than that. Some working trying to get bigger as well. Now, 2 weeks ago, two of my coworkers were fishing another day on another 14-foot fishing boat, and they hooked onto a massive fish. It happened to be a sturgeon. They caught that sturgeon for 45 minutes. They had to switch off, got exhausted. Their fishing boat from here all the way to the end of the beach on that boat here. They caught it, and it was a 60-inch fish, like 5 feet long. And you guys also notice that the river's kind of brown and green. A lot of people think it's dirty water. That's not the case. The reason why the river looks like this is because the river runs through a series of tamarack swamps. These swamps release an acid into the river called tannic acid. Tannic acid is not harmful. I thought that it was. We discovered tannic acid used in many drinks we all consume on the daily. For example, tannic acid used in coffee, Coca-Cola, tea, even Jack Daniels. Tannic acid is not going to be seen on an ingredient label if you look at Coca-Cola. It's going to show up as caramel color. The most famous rock formation of our tour, the entire lower Dallas here, Wisconsin River, known as Hawks Peak. I'm going to point out to you guys from both sides. Take a look at the cliff ahead of us here at the very top left of it. What you're going to see is 2 rocks pointing out towards the water. It's going to be the Hawks top peak and bottom peak curving out towards the cloud up there. Yes, you got a good time of day to see it. The little rock between the 2 peaks there pointing out to Hawks tongue. If you stretch your imagination a little bit further behind the peak there, once I turn, you get both people to the left side. The rock pointing towards us with the Hawks wing towards over to the top. Alright guys, this image of Hawks Peak from right about here, image is taken. Pictured on the front cover of Life magazine. This is on the front cover of Life magazine, and that is claimed to fame, was seen nationwide on Life magazine in 1962. Ahead of us here is about 30 feet deeper here, 30 and 35. Potsdam, Germany, is where it got its name, Potsdam sandstone. Then it was discovered, got its name. Second ocean was found in Zurich, Switzerland. Third which found in upstate New York. It's there completely submerged underneath the water. You can't see it looking underwater, of course. And finally, it's exposed right here on either side. Beautiful Potsdam sandstone. Very unique because how much moisture it locks in. Giving the ability for all these trees here to grow the roots directly at the sides of the cliff. With very little even most topsoil. That's pretty unique. You guys, most tour guides don't talk about this, they don't have the experience. Well, this last semester at my University of Wisconsin, I had a class in reserve environments. And we did a study on the sandstone here. We had geologists out here to survey these deposits. I wanted to tell my tour more about it, be more knowledgeable. And these geologists got pieces of the sandstone, they estimated this to be over 250 million years old here. Sandstone is a lot of history behind it. All the different layers you see with sandstone, depending on how hungry you are, it might look like paper or pancakes. Shows how the shorelines were condensed over the millions of years, how it changes from slant and flat over time. Due to the worst natural disaster ever come to this area, being the breach of Lake Felton. On June 9, 2008, Lake Felton on the other side of this line here is about a 256-acre lake. The entire lake emptied out, breached through here, ripped into the river because of how high it rose up due to a record amount of rain. That lake rose up and breached through, destroying 4 vacation homes completely. The levee, of course, the rock wall that was holding the lake back. The county highway area here, and everything with it as well. The wildlife held up this far, like spillage. It was very devastating. And it still assisting for all the locals here, and it's affecting our shoreline off the left. You can see where the water smashed into the bank here, how high the river rose, and the same meets the grass line at the top. The line at the top was the water level of the river after the breach of Lake Felton. That's pretty intriguing to look back at. So I should take you guys on to Lake Felton today. I'll talk more about it. I'll show you where it happened on that side. you from the start here and talk about Newport Beach. Now let me tell you, when I re-get your wheels here, put us in a 6-wheel low here. We drive to the creek over some of the sandbars beneath us. Now, lots of ducks, because as it goes, a little bit bumpy, keep that in mind. Lots of ducks are known to get stuck here. In that rare case that happens, what we're going to do is myself along with the other adults on board, we'll proceed to the back deck of the duck, get all the children on board, carefully lower them into the water, and then we're going to cheer them on as they push us to safety. How does that sound, guys? Sounds good? All right. First look at this right here. We gotta put us back into 4-wheel drive here. We were earlier in the tour. Back up a little bit. Fish said, oh damn, here's a W.J. Newman dam right there. Originally built back in 1927 to hold back the rushing waters into the creek here. You're welcome to stand if you want to get a better view. Now in 2008 and 09, they renovated the dam and added an 80-foot spillway off of the right-hand side of the dam here behind these trees. Hey guys, feel free to take all the dam photos you guys want right now. I really think you guys are going to like this next portion of today's tour. you guys, how would you like to enter the lake today? Fast or slow? One more time, fast or slow? Sounds like fast. I'd have to warn you guys. There's going to be a big wave crashing over the hood of the duck. Luckily, we are safe here today from that big wave in the front. And that big wave in the front compares nothing though to the massive 50-foot tidal wave that's going to come crashing over the back deck of the duck back there, onto the back deck and onto the floorboards. If you guys have any personal belongings you don't want getting wet today, I would highly suggest you pick them up off the ground. Because anything that washes up here past the screen beam, we're going to keep and sell on Facebook Marketplace. Except your small children, of course, you guys have to take those back. And you guys brace those seats for impact in front of you, hold one of the seats in front of you. You guys all ready to go? Yeah! You guys all ready to go? Yeah! I wasn't kidding about that tidal wave back there, guys. Was I? I never am. This from the Civil War era. The house is there, it's called Don Banner. That's a little hand-carved granite statue decorated along the wall. The house was there. It fell apart a couple of years ago, so they took it down and rebuilt it on Superior Lake. Also left here. Those treehouses that they're building though, you guys ever heard of the Treehouse Builders TV show? Same Treehouse Builders, guys who are helping those architects, home designers, helping build these treehouses right here. 4D Kalahari. They will be in the background shot of our ducks. The show. Duck season. You can see Sherry in the front. If you see Sherry, just know that was us. There used to be 4 houses along here. They got destroyed completely from the breach of Lake Belgium. This is where it happened, right here in this rock levee in 2008. When you came here in 2008, you guys could have walked the road from here all the way across the lake if you wanted to. You could have walked across. It was about knee deep at the deepest if you wanted to. You could have walked to the mud flats on the bottom. Now, luckily, no one was inside those houses at the time. Everyone got out of time when they were ripped into shreds. Pretty devastating. Now, it's kind of hard to picture that disaster. I kind of get that. So I'll show you guys some photos of that later in today's tour, where all the water is washing through here. Now we're running big hair speculative video planning. Mosquito Prairie, is what they call it now. And, well, that was where the breach happened. That used to be forested land here. Michigan is off either side. Now the water washed through the highway here, washed all the way through, through the highway and the Now we're entering the beautiful South Scenic Park. Now South Scenic Park, coming up with many different species of wildlife. Which would not all include the white-tailed deer, the squirrel, the chipmunk, the raccoon, the turkey, vulture, bald eagle, lion, and bear. If you guys see any lions or bears today, please do me a favor and shout it out. Any of us just swerve out of the way and hit them. You guys are probably wondering, well, why would you want to hit such a majestic animal, a lion or a bear? Because here in the original Castle, we're a die-hard Green Bay Packers fan. Hi guys, I wouldn't worry about seeing any lions or bears. I came out here 2 days ago, 6 months to my feet. That was about 6:30 in the morning. Green Bay run rectangle around the entirety of this park. But the biggest deer all behind our shop is named that big rectangle, and they named it the end zone. I know that lions and bears aren't very good at getting into those. I don't think we'll be seeing too many of those here today, folks. Aww, cute little baby again. You just stopped. Now, since we were talking about football a little bit, might as well ask, do you have any Vikings fans that boarded us today? No Vikings fans? Well, that's good because this is actually the walking portion of the tour for all the Vikings fans. It's about an 8-mile hike back through the woods here. Also, I will show you guys, we show this in every tour, even if there's no Vikings fans. Up to right here, we got our Vikings Super Bowl trophy case right there on display. Very empty, you can go tell. Now, we might not have any Vikings fans, but I'm sure guessing we have some roller coaster fans. We're approaching roller coaster hill. My backup camera. Okay. The last first pitch I did that got fired. I don't know lose my job out here. Come up on the right hand side of the trail, guys. Very beautiful view. One of my favorite. It's gonna look really cool right now with the rain coming down. I'm gonna stop and let you guys enjoy the beautiful view here. It's called Last Look Point. The Last Look Point is called this for two main reasons. First reason being, it's going to be the last look you guys get at the river from the upper view up here today. You guys see the big tour boat out there? To the left of the tour boat, that sand point poking out where the jet boat's coming in from. That is called Echo Point. Echo Point. Echo Point. It's crazy how it does that every single time out here. Now guys, the second reason why this is called Last Look Point. Well, also what I was thinking about Echo Point is that's where we enter the river at today's tour right there. Now this could be the last good look we get at anything today, last good look, because it's about a 75-foot cliff right here. So if you guys are a little bit nervous about this cliff, just do what I do every time. Just cover your eyes. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. You guys are worried, I think I remember it making don't you worry too much, your safety is in very good hands here with me being your driver. Especially because my first time I was driving Doug to is we installed a steel barricade off the right hand side. Make sure that no one drives off. You guys are probably thinking, well that looks like chicken wire, what is that going to do to save us? I'm hanging the hardware store, your person insured us. If it's chicken wire, you hold back a chicken, you can surely hold back a duck too. duck here at the Lake of the Downs, founded back in 1943. For one sole purpose, in the breeding ground for the state of Wisconsin summer bird, the mosquito. You guys are probably wondering, well, what do we do with all those mosquitoes here at the Ducks? Good question. We pack them up in a big brown box. Right here after the duck, package them up in there, ship them off securely to our good friends way over in New York. Kind of like we did with our good friend Aaron Rodgers a couple of years ago. And then I heard they just packaged them up and shipped them off to Pittsburgh. This next portion of our tour is known as the Lowlands Trails. Lowlands Trails, you can find our views online as well as people just talk to me throughout and after the tour. People really enjoy it. Scenic sunset left, the river on the right. So when I shut off the mic, I'm on nature all the time. It's also very beautiful. It's called Redbird Gorge. Redbird's Gorge here is pretty narrow. It's 8 feet 6 inches wide. Our duck is 8 feet 2 inches wide, and it's not a straight shot you can silver through. Very wonderful long duck here with porch, the living room. It's interesting, you know, it's also making it a little bit harder here. A little bit of livestock. See what we can do. What already got stuck in here today. Like that, we proved that 4 inches is better than enough. We just slithered through the narrowest portion of today's tour. Now we're about to descend through the steepest slopes. Black Hawk Gorge. If you guys have any personal lights, hold on to them. And also, try to lean back a little bit. I know these seats are pretty vertical, same as mine. But hold on to your stuff and lean back as we descend through Black Hawk Gorge. Earlier in the tour, I mentioned how the trees scrub the roots right through the sandstone. You guys can see that off either side here. Right through these sandstone, those roots are. Funny story to tell you this once we get to the very top here so you guys can hear me better and I can tell you or yell it at you. duck tours all weekend long. And on a Saturday, well, there's a little baby bear driven up in the valley during my tour. Someone noticed, started slamming on the brakes, and I shot forward. And well, I got out of my duck, my touring crew was going to ask the little baby bear, what's wrong? You noticed the little baby bear was crying. So I said, little baby bear, what's wrong, buddy? Why are you crying? The baby bear said, all these little big bears are out there keep beating up on me and beating up on me. I don't know what to do anymore. So I gave that little baby bear my best piece of advice I could think of right on the spot. I said, little baby bear, I'll tell you this. Keep working hard, believe in yourself, and maybe you should try to move down to Chicago. The bears out there, they don't beat up on anyone. And that's the last part of the problem. I hope he's doing okay. I'll throw that to you guys. We got our most famous street, the U.S. government tree right here. It's identified by 3 crooked branches. I'm coming up here close. Taking a nice view. Be glad that we're not that guy right there right now. Okay, now you guys, I'm going to explain something to you. So after this tree part here, we always stop, and I give you guys a spiel. And I show you guys books and postcards about the ducks. It's about a 40-page book and then 8 postcards of the ducks. Now I buy all those books myself. There's 8 coupons for Jeff Oates, the boat tours, the Ghost Boat, Tommy Bartlett, Chula Vista. There's 6 coupons for all those books. Those books I buy myself, and I go to college at University of Wisconsin-Madison. It's my third school year. I'm studying business administration. All of us drivers are college students with our summer jobs. We sell you guys those books. That's how we make all our money from driving you guys on these tours, giving these tours. We sell them for $5 for the entire month, and that counts as our tip gratuity. That's how we get paid on these tours. Now, I'm technically supposed to stop, but I'm not going to make you guys sit here in the rain. I'm going to keep going. I just want to tell you, though, any tips or gratuities you guys think I might have earned on my tour, very greatly appreciated. Of course, it's not required, guys, but it does help me pay for my college education from studying at Madison. Now, in the meantime, we got a few more cheesy jokes for you guys. The cheesier the better, since we are in Wisconsin. The cheesier the cheddar. Up right here. You see these sheds here, that's where our ducks hibernate. All winter, so I can give tours all summer long. At Tancha, the doors open, that's our shop. We're 7 year-round mechanics. Our 7-year-old mechanics, they like to work on these ducks. And they're pretty good at what they do year-round, keeping them happy and healthy. Those 42 to 45, you can just imagine how much work they must need. Us drivers check the fluids, I check the oil and fluids every day, keep Sherry very healthy, happy, healthy. Don't want to break out on trail. Up to the left here is our duck graveyard. We like to say, may they rest in pieces. Hey guys, really enjoying you guys having us here. Even though there's a little bit of rain, we still think we had a lot of fun today. You guys enjoyed my tour today. My name was Yevgeny. YB if you want for short. You rode on Sherry. You guys did not like my tour today. And then my name was Logan. You guys rode on Captain Dixon over there. Thanks for coming out today, guys. Please enjoy the rest of your